Well, hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. I'm the Frogster, and this is Tideless Silence. Let's have some fun. Alrighty guys, in between last episode and this episode, I have not done very much work at all. As a matter of fact, the only thing I really have done is collecting some wood from the wood farm and collecting cobblestone up here. I mean, yeah, I've collected quite a bit of cobblestone, and that's just simply because I don't have anything in between episode to be doing, and I love playing this game. As a matter of fact, I if I'm not mistaken, I spent quite a bit of time down at the tree farm just cutting trees down left and right so that I could be playing on this game and gazing up at what I can't really do very much to the tower, so I'm just gazing up to see the tower as it stands. Guys, right now I am just ecstatic because this episode we are going to be finishing up the exterior of the house, and we are hopefully going to be removing that platform so that we can finally see everything, the entirety of the tower, at least on the exterior, from down here on the island as well as down at the trade farm. That right there is my number one goal. So guys, let's see if we can get this done. So without anything else said, let's grab our TC box and let's get some Four Frogs pizza. What do you say, guys? Alrighty. And you know what? We're going to go say hey to Henry, too. I mean, I'm so stoked about building. Oh, guys, that just looks awesome. And if we can get that platform removed, it's going to look even better, guys. That's just... Forgive me. I'm aware I'm the guy that's building all of this stuff. And in between episodes, I should be able to do all this stuff. And it's just... No, guys. I am... If I'm not mistaken, last episode is whenever I explained this, or the episode before that, I'm attempting to do the vast majority of everything with you guys because I want my responses to things to be just as fresh as they can be. I don't want to have anything rehearsed. I don't want to say, oh yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I want to be just as excited and just as surprised and just as everything as you guys are, because that's what, that's what makes game playing fun, is to get the real reactions from people whenever you're playing the games with them, whenever you're online, whenever you're visiting their worlds, whenever you're building the worlds with them, whenever you're playing a first-person shooter game, whatever the case may be. I mean, don't get me wrong, I started out my Xbox 360 days with Call of Duty Black Ops. I mean, that was my thing. And me and quite a few individuals, we would play Call of Duty Black Ops like crazy. And then I started playing Minecraft whenever the Minecraft, it was like a free tutorial download thing. And it was as basic as all get out. And you could only play for so long before it would cut you out and say, okay, your free tutorial thing's over. Now if you want to purchase the game, here you go. And I went to GameStop and purchased a CD. Matter of fact, my Xbox 360 was a refurbished 360 from GameStop, and my first Minecraft game was a refurbished Minecraft game from GameStop. So literally, I was playing with hand-me-downs or seconds starting out my Xbox 360 career. As a matter of fact, before the Xbox, I was with the PlayStation 2, but I only had the PlayStation 2 for a short period of time before I decided that the controller just wasn't for me. So that's whenever my buddy had the Xbox 360 and I tested out his controller. I fell in love with it, and I moved over to the 360 strictly because the controller was better. And so, yeah, that whole storyline aside, I love the authenticity of reactions. I like being able to see and hear and all that other stuff. So you guys, that's what I'm attempting to give to you guys, is just everything authentic, nothing scripted, just back and forth. We build, we play, we have fun together. So guys, with all of that yabbering done and over with, let's go see Henry. Let's say hey to Henry. Well, hey there, Henry. How is it going, buddy? What do you have to say this time? Let's flip this back around. Apparently, somebody's been reading Henry's book. That was actually me, guys. I was testing the book out because, to be honest with you, the flaw whenever I uploaded this video from last video, a little bit of an update, from what I've gathered, if you create a new book and then exit and save and let it go over the course of 24 hours, the book becomes glitched out where you can't re-edit it. But whenever we got this book here replaced and edited, I tested it out, I exited out, and I came back in quite a few times, and I was able to edit the book. So I think there's a time frame right now. If you've exited and saved and then let it sit for so long, the book becomes glitched. Because as of right now, I could literally go in here and edit onto this book and then put it back down, and the editing will remain in there. So that is the update on the glitch from the last, I guess you could say from the last Minecraft update. Today is March 30th, 2025. So if you're watching this in the future, that's the Minecraft update we are talking about. So let's check out and see what Henry has to say here. And once again, let's flip back over. Hey, Frogster, welcome back to 4 Frogs Pizza. How are you doing today? Well, Henry, I tell you what, buddy, I am doing great. I'm ecstatic that we are slowly but surely figuring these book things out. I'm certainly hoping that this glitch will be fixed. I don't know if it's just on my map because it's so old, if everybody out there is actually having to deal with this, or what the scoop is. I just know that you've seen me coming in here and constantly throwing your books out the door off the edge and getting another one. And I'm certain you've been trying to figure the same thing out as me, is why do my books keep getting tossed off the edge and new ones come back to replace them? So yeah, that's basically how I'm doing today, Henry. What's new? So I have some news from between episodes. Okay. Whoa. Sorry guys, once again, the internet, it's in and out, it's laggy as all get out right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I apologize. So I have some news from between episodes, but it's kind of full of holes. Okay. Mario and Andy were talking again, but they kept their conversation low-key so I couldn't listen in. So they're starting to get wise to you, huh? Mario, there's listening to our conversations, and him and Andy is like, alright, well, we can't let Henry, the individual who's buddies with the Frogster, keep spilling the beans about what we're chatting about, huh? Okay, well, I wonder what they're doing. They talked for a while, and Andy left with a frustrated look on his face. He seemed to be frustrated, huh? I wonder if Mario is starting to come around to the realization that, yeah, I am the boss around here, and if Andy doesn't like that. What else? Sad to say that's really, that's all I really have to say today. Forgive me, guys. The laughter is real. This is the first time I'm reading this officially. I mean, I know you've seen the page flip back and forth a couple of times, but I didn't really read over everything. I was just making certain that everything was in working order. Let me try to read this again. Sad to say, that's all I really have to say today. I hope this info is helpful. With that said, thanks for coming back to 4 Frogs Pizza. Hope you enjoy your meal. Henry, buddy, I love how you're keeping it neutral, yet you're still, being informative, buddy. I love it. Thank you so much. This comedy is just unreal. I greatly appreciate it. I've got my TC today. I'm going to go and grab myself another deep dish cheesy pizza. Thank you so much, buddy. I'll see you next time. Alright, buddy. Mario, pal. I just told Henry that I was going to get a deep dish cheesy pizza, but I think I want to get a deep dish meaty pizza. Now, I came over here and I can smell the pizza, and that deep dish meaty pizza just smells delicious, so. Yeah, I changed my mind. And the deep dish meaty pizza, that's 30 TC. So let's come over here and add 5 more. And then we're going to get a deep dish meaty pizza, because I mean just the smell of that sausage and Oh, sausage and bacon and Canadian bacon or ham and pepperoni. Oh man, that smells so good. I want to get myself a deep dish meaty pizza. Alrighty, Mario. I know you and Andy's been chatting behind the scenes and keeping everything low key. I hope you're beginning to realize everything that I am. Yeah, blah blah blah. That I am the boss around here, and that you guys need to square things up and get things fixed, per se, with you guys thinking you can run the show around here. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna buy a deep dish meaty pizza today, and that's it. Num num num. Deep dish meaty pizza. Guys, I tell you what, these pizzas, they are delicious. And even though Mario and Andy apparently are in cahoots trying to do something behind my back, the smell of this place is just amazing, guys. So, let's go outside. It's actually starting to get dark. Let's go outside. And looks like we got a line for this place yet again. Let's go outside, enjoy this deep dish meaty pizza. Oh yeah, guys, we cannot see. I mean, matter of fact, right on the edge of the tower, or right on the edge of the tower, right on the edge of the stair here, we can see the base of the tower and the top side of the tower. We back up a little bit, we can see the platform, but literally, yeah, we can see the base of the platform and the top of the house. That's all we're able to see. So let's devour this deep dish meaty pizza. As aggravated as I am with Mario, thanks to Henry at least, his pizzas are amazing. Alrighty, we got some more leather and leads here today. So let's go ahead and grab these since we can. And whoa. Oh, you want to spit at me, huh? That was a cheap shot there, buddy. And are you going to give me a bucket or a glass bottle or anything? Come on. And nothing. Get some XP. And let's go over here. And we're going to run to the top of the tower. And then that's where we're going to sleep. And since I don't want to hang on to any more than I need, just going to toss all this stuff down here. Alrighty, let's go. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, I think I spoke about this a few episodes back ago, but if I'm mistaken, this grass right here, apparently when you stick a dirt block with one airspace in between it, and then have it down, the grass from up above will drop down to it. So I just basically bounced it down till it got down here to the ground. In the rural district, down below, down there, is where we're going to have all of our farms. As a matter of fact, the next big project is going to be a gigantic garden area over here across from the tree farm. And we're going to need grass down there, as well as for all the animals and stuff, which I think the animals are going to come out on this side and have like the sheep, the cows, the pigs, the chickens, the horses, you know, all the different Minecraft animals that ends up spawning in on this map. We're going to have them down there, and I'd like to have grass for them. Of course, going to need a lot more dirt. Nevertheless, I've got to get grass down there because the very next big project is going to be a garden area. So that's the reason why I'm slowly moving the grass from there down to there, and then we're going to have a grass race to the bottom. I'm literally going to have the grass going down one side and then the other side, and I haven't made up my mind yet. Whenever we get there, we'll figure things out when we get there. But basically, I'm probably going to have this side of the stairs as me and that side of the stairs as you guys, and see which one of us can win the grass race to the bottom so that we can get grass down there and be able to move it around as we need it. Because I don't know about you guys, but we don't have any way of getting silk touch, or unless an Enderman steals a grass block and then drops the grass block after we kill it, we don't have any way of getting grass blocks. So let's hit the hay, get some sleep, get fully rested, and then let's get up there and finish the exterior of this house. Alrighty, guys. But yeah, that's the future plans, is moving the grass from down there further down, which I've done, and then moving from there to the tower, and then from the tower down to the rural district. Little bit of a heads up on what we are going to be doing. And you know what? I don't know how much stuff we're going to need, to be honest with you guys. I haven't counted anything. So I'm just going to be grabbing a whole bunch of stuff, just so I don't have to come back and get too much stuff. And yeah, I'm going to need that. That's practically everything. And then, so you want to need that and that. I need this. I need this. I need this. Yeah, that's it. And I'm not certain if you guys realize or not, but before the last episode, I did a little bit more modifications. I added some cobblestone walls up here to put the torches on, and I added the spruce trapdoors to the corners just to make everything look a little bit nicer. I also added buttons to the floor and the oak trapdoors here, just to finish all of the texture and everything, because we didn't get a chance to do this together, and I completely forgot about it. So I knocked it out before the last episode, and I failed to tell you guys about it. So I think that's all of the updates I really have about what I've been doing in between stuff. And I have updated the tree farm down there. If just looking, you might see 1 or 2 extra things down there. Long story short, I moved it out another 2 blocks wider because I needed the space. But we have a lot to do today, and not as much time left to do it in. So let's get up here, and let's get... No, I went up the wrong side. Let's get the exterior of this house finished up, and then hopefully we can knock the platform out and have everything ready to go. You know what? Just keep going up and down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to think about too much stuff at once. Let's see. That's good. I might have just wasted oak wood, but it is what it is. What are we going to start with? You know what? What we're going to start with is me waking up and realizing that I am trying to rush things way too much. Alrighty. There we go. Alrighty, we're going to start out with stairs, guys. That's right, you heard it right. We are going to be putting a whole bunch of stairs around the base just to give it a little bit more of a textured design. And we're going to be leaving gaps because we're going to be doing something a little bit extra and fancy around all of these window areas. God, I love this internet, guys. It's making the game laggy as all get out, but thankfully, it's not so bad that it's lagging me to the point where I'm falling off the edge of the platform, because that just would not be cool. That would certainly not be cool. So I guess you can say I have to count my blessings on that one. Alrighty. We got all of that done. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Alrighty, and see, we're going to take these buttons here, and the buttons going up above the window. And I'm going to go right here. And then boom, boom, right here. And guys, I'll be honest with you, I don't know why I'm doing this. As far as like, oh, it's supposed to represent this, it looks really cool. And I got to think, it's like I could put the buttons around over here and kind of give it a little bit more of a textured effect without it being too much texture. At least I don't think it's too much texture. So, yeah. And, okay, let's see. Where are we at? What are we doing? Alrighty. And we're going to need more of these trapdoors. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with just this front section here. Trapdoor, 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 trapdoor. This is what I thought I was crouched, so I tried to uncrouch, and then by thinking I was crouched and uncrouching, I crouched. You gotta love it, guys. Wowzers. Forgive me today, it's just, I'm just ecstatic, and we got a lot of stuff to do, and I'll be honest with you, I talked way too long at the beginning, so I'm trying to give you guys a great video, just not doing the best job at trying not to rush myself. Please forgive me. Alrighty. And we're going to be taking this right here and sticking it here. And you know what? I thought I had, but I didn't. Alrighty, well, I'm going to come around here. And we want to do just a little bit. Oh, you know what? That's in the wrong spot. Little bit of a independent cover for these windows. And let's come back down. And let's finish grabbing the stuff that we need. Okay. Let's see here. That should be enough of that. That should be enough of that. Yeah. Alrighty, that should be good. Yeah, that should be good. Alrighty. And then we're going to put these right here. So literally, guys, that's the way the little windows are going to look. And you know, come to think, I should have done this on the another side over there, but I didn't. I apologize. Let's go over here to this side and knock this out really fast. All right. No. The game lagging. It was just a quick lag that time, but it still made me bounce a little bit more than I was wanting to. So, boom, 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 boom. Now I was crouched that time, so I'm going to crouch back down. And remember to put this at the top. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And guys, look at that. That's the little decoration that we're going to be doing for right here. And I personally think that looks really, really cool. So, right here again. You know what? That's a good idea. Just add a little bit more texture right here. That's a really good idea, actually. Yeah. There. Forgive me, guys. I thought of this, and I was just like, you know what? That's a good idea. And the button idea, I kind of thought of that beforehand. But this right here, this is fresh. I just off the top of my head, I was just like, you know what, I'm using these trap doors. I'm going to need to get exactly 6 more of them. So let's run down here really fast. I would have had enough. Clearly, I would have had enough, but I decided to use 8 of them, so I would have had 2 extra actually. So yeah, this way, don't have any extras, and we used that looks really good, guys. I like that. Alrighty, and then put this here. No. Too low. Yeah, gotta love it. Alrighty. That looks really, really good, guys. And then eventually, whenever we have an iron farm and everything, we're going to be hanging lanterns like on the 2 corners around the windows, and then maybe like in this middle section right here, putting another lantern there. I don't know. And then at the top and everything, lighting everything up. As you can see, it's getting dark and it kind of dulls everything down. And we really don't have any space to put torches down here on the first level. I just realized it. So let's go up top. Let's knock this top section out and let's put some torches, at least up on the top section. Alrighty, let's see here. Buttons. I think it's just going to be buttons and torches on this top section because that looks good. Yeah, I like that. And this right here is just on the fly, guys. This right here, I'm looking at this saying, what can we do? And these buttons, we've used the buttons quite a bit. And I just mentioned about how dark it was, so I think this is a good idea. It's going to get rid of some buttons, light things up. And this top section, we don't have that much really at all for the exterior. So I don't think this is going to be too much. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. At least as of right now, I don't think so. I might end up taking some of these torches away. I'm doing my best to brighten things up. Alrighty guys, that is the exterior of the house basically done. We need to build the floor here, but before we do that, let's get down. I said my goal was to finish the exterior of the house and then knock this platform away. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be finishing everything up. And we still have some trapdoors to put down. Yes, guys, we are finishing up the decorative portion on the exterior. So what did I... Okay. Don't ask me why I just did that. It looked like I didn't put it in my hotbar. Alrighty, and then we're just going to stick this on the top section. That way we can walk around. You know, for the section that I was planning on losing, I'm getting that back. There we go. That looks good. And then this one here. There. And yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything on the other side of this one. No big deal. I'm not certain if you guys have noticed, but there's actually quite a few little spots where there's little bits of cobblestone sticking out and not really like the rest of everything. And yes, I've seen all of this the entire time we've been building, but to be completely honest with you guys, that's kind of like the character in the house. You know, you have everything where it looks all good, but then you have these small little areas where it doesn't quite seem to fit. And a lot of people would be like, oh no, we have to fix that. We can't let that be. But I look at that as, you know what? That's character. That's something unique. That's something that a lot of people, like I just said, would have to fix. So just simply because of that, I'm like, we're going to leave it in. Because it's going to pester some individuals. And matter of fact, it kind of pesters me, just to be honest with you. I'm kind of one of those individuals that has to have everything perfect. So it's just one of those things, I respect it, but at the same time, it does frustrate me. So it's kind of one of those glass both half empty and half full at the same time kind of ordeals. But I'm not certain if you guys have noticed the sections of the house that I'm actually talking about. If you haven't, no big deal. It's not like I'm expecting you to go back and watch all the videos to see if you can figure out where everything is. Or in the future for you to keep an eye out because there's some sort of Easter egg or anything. It's just stating the obvious for the individuals out there like myself who like to keep me on my toes and tell me about things. There's been quite a few responses from viewers out there. Like whenever we was building, when I was building the tree farm down there, I had gone out one block too shy. And then the next morning after uploading the video, I came out, I was getting myself some tea. I think I was drinking some Earl Grey tea that morning. And then all of a sudden, I look at the comments and somebody says, hey, you know, you said you was going out 19, but you actually went out 18 or something of that nature. So I said, holy cow, you're right, because I was looking at all the measurements, laying everything out, and it wasn't seeming to work out. So I went down and I actually fixed it. I made the comment on that video. So literally it was the video after where we actually laid out the tree farm and got everything started. The very next video is whenever I actually had fixed all that stuff there and got everything corrected. So I mean, I'm thankful for all of you viewers who are watching and pointing out places where, hey, you made a mistake here, or I think you should do this because, you know, there's times where I'm just like, you know, we're just going to let it ride, and then there's other times where I was like, you know what, I need to get that fixed. So that is just, I am super happy to have the interaction with you guys to point things like that out, because that makes me feel really good. That makes me feel like, you know what, I'm doing a great job of making you guys feel like we're a community rather than just, you know, just a whole bunch of people who likes my videos. I mean, that's the last thing I want to have everybody feel like. It's like I'm up here and you guys are down there. Absolutely not. It's the other way around. You guys are up there and I'm down here because I'm dependent on you guys enjoying my stuff, because that's my motivation. I mean, hands down, that is what keeps me motivated. So, just to be brutally honest, looks like we got all that stuff knocked down. Gosh, I hope I didn't lose too much there. And I was not planning on it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut myself off. It's just these things, I don't want to lose them. And I certainly hope we didn't lose anything. I don't see anything down there, which I wouldn't even if I did. The only way I can really tell if I missed anything is putting it back up. Oh yeah, we didn't lose anything. Beautiful, perfect. Which I don't know why I put it all the way back up, but I did. So run around over here, because I don't feel like jumping and losing everything. Yeah. But yeah, back to, sorry guys, I didn't mean to knock all that down. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I am thrilled to have a community of viewers because you guys are what keeps me going. And just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You guys are what motivates me. You're what keeps me on my toes. You're what literally helps me to keep my creative everything going. And I thank you guys so much for that. We're going to get this platform knocked out. And guys, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how long this is going to take, but this might be the end. We may be able to go up there and build the floor, because that floor is not going to take us that long. But I'm not 100% on it. Just so you see, that's the little spots I'm talking about. All the way up this tower, there are areas where you have these trapdoors, and you have these little itty-bitty spots where the trapdoor couldn't go. That's the small little flaws I'm talking about on the build that I think both gives it character and then eats me alive because I'm not fixing it and correcting it. Because literally, I could take and knock out that half slab and then put that there. But you know what? That's what I like. I both I like it and I hate it at the same time. It's one of those, you can't explain it. There's no rational mindset for it. It's just, it is. So that's what I was talking about. But yeah, and you guys, I didn't mean to, if somebody was going to comment about that, I didn't mean to shoot you out where you couldn't make the comment, or if you've already made the comment, please don't think that you have to go delete the comment or anything, because hands down, I love the comments. I love the comments. So keep them coming, guys. I greatly appreciate all of those comments. Alrighty. And this wood up here, I know a lot of you guys might be saying, hey, are you going to be saving the wood? As much as possible, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get it, because I put this up here with the understanding that it was pretty much everything outside of the house was going to be for a loss. And yes, guys, I realize we're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, but it's not that much. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just too lazy to have to hit the pause button and then remember to unpause it once I get things wrapped up. Just to be completely honest with you there, guys. Like I said, I'm just a gamer. I'm not a professional Hollywood YouTuber or any of that jazz. I'm here having fun recording my gameplay as I'm doing it, and then I'm talking to you guys like we were on a headset playing this map together. That is 100% the way I'm viewing things, and that's the reason why I love your comment section, because inadvertently we are playing online together because of the comments, and that's what that's what really makes me happy, is having you guys acting like, you know, using your imagination per se, which is amazing. Einstein said it best about the imagination. If you don't know what quote I'm talking about, I'm certainly not going to try to quote him word for word because I'm going to get it wrong, but he said wisdom was limited, whereas imagination is not, and basically imagination is where you want to be. And go ahead on Google, look it up, Einstein's quote about imagination, read it for yourself, and you'll see the reason why I love imagination so much, because quite frankly, imagination is limitless, and that's what I am attempting to pursue on this map, is just literally have zero boundaries, create, build, you know, whatever the case may be, to the extent of everything without boundaries. And literally, what better way to do that than on an infinite map without boundaries? I mean, just hand over fist left and right. This map, it gives you endless possibilities. It gives you endless amounts of space. It gives you endless I mean, the map is void of practically everything. So therefore, adding too much to the map to make it where it's going to start lagging is literally, oh, well, I'm not going to say it's completely impossible, but it is pretty close to being impossible because of the fact that there's hardly anything here. And so literally we are inadvertently living by Einstein's quote, playing a video game. And guys, just like that, we have the platform above. Just a second, let me get right here where I can finish this. Alright, that's another thing about these. The scaffolding here. I like it to a degree, but then I also just like, to a degree. Alrighty, guys. And just like that, we have got the platform removed. We've gotten all of this stuff squared away, looking good. And guys, I think that we are all out of time for this video. So next video, we're going to worry about the second floor and getting everything squared away on the inside. Hopefully next video, I'm not going to be yabbering so much about miscellaneous things. Let's see, I think that's right. 64, we didn't lose anything. That is awesome. Guys, let's get down to the bottom. I want to see this before we exit out. Before I wrap this video up with you guys, I would like to see this tower from both sides. And you know what? I didn't lose near as much as I thought I was going to lose. Yeah. Huh. Wow. Oh, guys, look at this. I don't know how much we're going to be able to see. Let's get all the way back here. Oh, wow, guys, that looks cool. You know what? I don't know how many of you guys are going to remember this. I'm going to get the other side to where we can see it from a level up. But I just, something just came to my mind. Let me get to the other side and see if it holds. If it continues to. Wow, guys, you know, I'm glad because this stuff is, you know, even though it's garbage wood per se, it takes time to get it. So I'm glad we were able to keep so much of that. Let's come back over here, guys. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. And I put my scaffolding away. I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna layer up to where we could see it, but guys, this right here. It reminds me of an old Western water tower. And that was not my intention. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. Wow. To be completely honest with you guys, I was thinking like a fire tower. The only thought as I was building this up is like, you know, this reminds me of a fire tower. That's the only real thought I had, but this looks like an old Western water tower. That is cool, because I'm the frogster, and frogs love water. So what better thing to live in, literally, is the water tower, the barrel at the top, which is the house. Yeah. It ties together. The frogster lives in the water tower. That is cool. I still haven't come up with an official name for this yet, but the water tower. That's an idea. That is really cool, guys. Alrighty. Well, guys, we got everything completed that I had set out to complete in this episode, and I'm just ecstatic. Everything looks great. Next episode, we're going to finish up putting in the floor for the second floor, getting the second floor wrapped up. We're actually probably going to we're going to finish the ceiling, because the second floor we did not finish the ceiling, and I have a wild ideas for the ceiling. So with all this said and done, and then decorating the interior, the main portion of the house where we're going to be living out on the first floor, it might be next episode we get everything completely done. We may have to extend it into 2 more episodes, guys. I'm not 100% certain. We're just going to have to see when we get there. But with that, guys, let's wrap this video up right here. I am so ecstatic for you guys watching this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and checking out yet again another episode of Tideless Islands. With everything I've said before, just thank you. That from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the support, the views, the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribers. My subscribers has been going through the roof. I think I'm sitting at 32 subscribers as I'm recording right now. That just blows my mind, because a video ago I was sitting in the upper 20s, and a few videos ago I was sitting in the teens. So you guys, thank you so much. You're showing me that my videos are worth something, and I thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time. This is the Frogster, and I'm out. Later, guys.